Peabody.
Sigman and P beta.
Guys, this movie's epic.
I actually like this movie.
I literally just remember it coming out, and then that was my relationship with this movie. I was like, yeah, that happened.
As I grew, I saw more and more of my litter mates being chosen by their new families.
I hate chihuahuas. Everything about chihuahuas is the antithesis of what I like in life. It's just this little scrawny, loud thing that shakes all the time, and I hate chihuahuas.
Well, I have the movie for you. It's called Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Oh my god, we should actually watch those.
We gotta watch all 3 of them.
It's 3 consecutive weeks of Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Fetch the stick!
But why? It's an exercise in futility.
I don't want this one, Mommy. He's sarcastic.
Is this the actually dog?
Yes.
But what I'm most proud of is my son, Sherman.
Hi, Mr. Peabody.
Your son?
Yeah.
Back up. What do you mean, your son?
It'll explain.
No. Right now, it's time to speculate, because funny.
Yeah,
What do you mean, your son?
funny. Laugh.
To prepare him for all the wonders of the world, present and past.
Elevator button.
Just use your finger.
Elevator button. Elevator button. Elevator button.
Look how big it was compared to his hand, though.
Whoa.
Button.
Where are we going today, Mr. Peabody?
Not where, Sherman. When?
He has like the voice for a young boy. Like,
Where are we going, Mr. Peabody? Whoa, they're going to the title screen.
And inside of the title screen is the French Revolution.
do we get to see people get beheaded every 14 seconds?
I love cake so much.
Marie Antoinette sure loves cake, guys.
I love that we can just tackle like a really serious political topic in the funniest way possible. This movie's hitting right so far. I hope we go to the 40s and somehow tackle that. Back to the Future and Bill and Ted and other time travel movies, they have to explain what a time machine is for like 45 minutes. This movie's like, yeah, you know, you're there. There we go. Yeah! I want to see blood gushing everywhere in this kid's movie. I love that it happened to be dusk during a nuclear holocaust for this scene. Like, why the sky is so violently red.
5 minutes of the movie, we have the main character in a guillotine about to freaking die.
I just hope you don't take my little Confederate here. I depend on him so completely.
Where are we going next, guys? Is this foreshadowing? Where are we going next, y'all?
Foreshadowing. They just go to the Civil War.
Yeah, they're doing what Minions was too scared to do. Minions skipped over recent history, like past 100, 200 years. This movie is going to tackle it head on.
Also, what is their goal of going back in time? Are they about to explain that, or are we just...
They're learning. He's teaching him.
I always forget that in like the early 1800s, they still use swords to some extent. That trips me out because like 140 years later, we just had nuclear bombs.
I read a little tidbit that was like, we went from bronze swords to steel swords slower than we went from steel swords to nukes or something like that.
1960s, like computers were like buildings, and the phone is like more powerful than anything we had until like the 90s. Like,
And those still navigated a spacecraft to the moon. If you believe in the round earth propaganda.
You have to go to the bathroom, just raise your hand proudly and say, I have to go.
I will, Mr. Peabody.
look at that bus.
That is a bus. That's a Despicable Me looking bus right there.
I love it.
It really is. Oh my lord. I think the roof would fall in.
All of the cars are just...
Who can tell me who he is?
Oh, me! I can!
Is that Joseph Stalin?
Stalin?
No.
Looks just like him.
He's very obviously the guy from The Money.
Which money?
I don't remember. I rarely use cash.
I could bring my new model. It's a hydrogen atom. You've only got one, huh? Guess we'll have to split it.
That sound just
was such a pure
that made me so frustrated that frequency just escaped my body.
Yes, you'll have to split it.
Shut up. It was funny. Guys.
I just want him to immediately just white flash.
He took it literally. They just show up and create a neutron bomb.
I've got baby carrots, organic apple juice, and a tuna sandwich.
Oh, that's toast. I was wondering why it sounded like like breaking bones.
There's actually a whole tuna in that sandwich, bones and all.
Like there's like a dead fish with like an X on its eye.
I hope because there's a dog in the movie that the dog dies at the end, because there was a trend of that in the 2000s where every time there was a dog in a movie, they were like, it's gonna die and you're gonna cry. Like Marley and Me, you knew that freaking golden retriever was gonna get got from the minute that movie started.
It's either that or it's always like they have some sort of accident where they look like they're dead and everyone cries and it starts raining even though it was sunny 2 seconds earlier.
Yeah, when dogs almost die, it rains.
And then there's like a close-up of their eye and it goes, I'm actually not dead. And then the rain goes away again. Woof, woof. Here, boy.
Does the dog play piano?
Yes.
That's Tony Stark's house on top of a skyscraper.
Now let's get Penny and go home!
This happens whenever he's tense.
Paul, if I might. Stay away from me, Peabody.
Whenever he stands, every time?
No, when he's tense.
I thought she said whenever he stands up. I'm like, good Lord.
Every single time he stands up, he breaks his back.
You know what he looks like? The Game of Life PC game MFs.
Oh my God.
Whoa! That's actually him right there.
The one in the green?
Yeah, that's him.
Mr. Gamer.
Guys, Mr. Gamer broke his back.
Who told you? George Washington.
Oh no, I'm covering my mouth.
Yeah. Oh!
He talked to George Washington on character AI.
I know George Washington. He's gonna ban you from democracy.
So, where have you gone in it? 1620, 1492, 1215, 4.
4? This is the year 4. I hate that that's funny.
4.
Just the year 4.
4.
I graduated in the year 4.
Class of 6.
You're not too far off from the people who say like grade 6, grade 7, grade 4, like that type of thing.
Yeah, Thomas. Why is it primary and secondary school, huh? Why is high school less important than grade school? You tell me, Thomas. Why is it secondary? Are we making cocktails?
Yes.
Yeah, with wine, apparently.
That's a thing.
Yeah, you can do that.
I guess that's fair.
But they're not as fun. I just like straight wine.
What about gay wine, Jude?
Yeah.
What are you, homophobic?
I do enjoy Moscato. Thanks for asking.
Wow, way to change the subject, Jude. We were asking if you were homophobic, not an alcoholic.
I'm both.
Where's Penny?
Ancient Egypt.
You used the way back?
Sending her to ancient Egypt is really funny.
I'm gonna send you to the Dark Ages. You're gonna get stretched until you tear apart.
Whoa!
This is sick.
That Sherman is the living image of Amun, son of Akhenaten, lord of the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom, King Tutankhamun.
Tell me his name.
He did. That is his name.
Would you like me to have them skinned, covered with honey, and laid in a pit of fire ants?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I've been waiting on that the whole movie. I want them chin thingies. That'd be fun. I don't know how it stays there. I need to know if it has strings like a party hat or if it just stays.
It's a party hat.
Just like little lines on your cheeks.
Yeah, they just strolled down to their local party city and got them some Egyptian chin things.
I mean, Party City probably does have Egyptian chin things.
I know, that's the worst part.
Y'all let us know what them Egyptian chin things are called.
And then they'll rip out your organs, stuff them in canopic jars, and then mummify whatever's left.
Thank you.
I love that this movie's not afraid of how horrible history was.
It just gives it to you straight.
It's like, yeah, people got beheaded and disemboweled and skinned.
Quickly, Sherman.
I love this idea that ancient civilizations found out a way to move a rock and then move an entire building. Like, no. No.
I know it's derived from like real things that happen, but it's like always very exaggerated.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I can't believe they invented platforming games in ancient Egypt.
Anubis, the god of death.
You built that.
You're aware that it has a flamethrower in it.
Uncountable plagues.
Oi, again with the plagues. Why did I ever move to Egypt?
He like turns into a New Yorker.
Whoa.
Again with the plagues.
Egypt.
Again with the plagues.
I wonder who wrote this, because this almost has a similar sense of humor to Avatar.
I think it's just Dreamworks humor, but they're playing with history.
So far, it's a little better than a lot of Dreamworks humor where, I don't know, like they do some weird stuff in their movie.
Guys, isn't farting funny?
Sherman, what are you doing doing up there? You don't know how to fly.
I don't?
No!
Knowledge revoked.
Leonardo, will you please fire up the mechanism?
My God, are we using like Tesla coils? What is happening? Why has no one like set that on fire yet?
Just like kick it.
Leonardo da Vinci made multiple flying machines. Why did I just not know this
How
about?
did you not know this?
I don't know. I just didn't.
They're like famous iconography of flight.
If I could tell you how I didn't know it, I'd probably know it.
Where are we anyway?
Oh no.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of the movie. Delivery.
I've got to throw them into everything. I love it.
Someone knocking on a door and saying delivery has been ruined for me ever since I watched Parkour Civilization.
Zeus on 3. 1. Sherman, I absolutely forbid you to fight in the Trojan War.
That's not fair!
Do you think they were giggling inside the horse while they were hiding?
I mean, they were in this movie.
Yeah, but I mean like in real life. I would have been like,
You definitely would have been.
it's that meme, right? You look over at your friend, they're like,
Well, that's cutting it close. This is why I ask you to obey me, Sherman.
I love that with every other civilization they visited, they like did a weird accent. For Greece, they were like, like they just didn't even try.
yeah, they were all Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, oh yeah, I'm from Greece. Greece.
The most Greek accent of all time. Walk away.
Sherman, no!
Walk up to it and pull it off the nail. This isn't that hard. Peabody died.
Dead.
Oh, Mr. Peabody, what should I do? What should I do?
Stop! Shut up.
Pray to Mr. Peabody.
He thought his dad just died, and Bren is like, shut up, guys.
Skill issue. Don't be an idiot and it wouldn't have happened.
Actually, it's her. It's freaking Penny's fault for not being like.
Penny sucks.
She's like, oh my fabric on a nail. What do I do? Pull it off. She killed Peabody. It's Penny's fault. I hope she lives with that guilt forever.
I can set it so that we'll get home when Mr. Peabody is still there. But I thought you're not supposed to go back to a time when you existed.
What choice do we have?
I love that he straight up just died in that scene. Like that just happened. It wasn't even a fake out. Like Peabody just freaking fell off a cliff and died on sharp rocks. How ridiculous are we gonna get with the time travel stuff? Like if he doesn't go back in time to help them, is it gonna mean that they never go back at all?
Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's good.
Those who know, troll face.
Oh boy.
It's actually insane.
One of the most famous lines of the movie is coming up in this scene too.
Told you never to come back to a time when you existed because there'd be 2 of you.
Yeah, but the other one of me is in ancient Egypt.
There's no longer in ancient Egypt because you came back.
Okay, so we are like full, you break the past of which, yeah, all right, good.
It puts too much strain on the space-time continuum.
Can they just merge?
You'll see what happens with them. Because, oh my lord, the way they high-fived in their hands like we're like...
I love that the space-time continuum has like a processing limit. We could just overdo it and it'll crash.
Sherman? Wait! Is that... Sherman? Dos Shermanos.
Oh God.
Dos Shermanos.
Nobody move! Sherman, I've got to get you out of here before you touch yourself.
I forgot about that.
It's like one of the most famous things. It's that line in the gif of him going like, whoa!
Where's freaking Penny too?
Grunion, be careful!
Miss Grunion. Yes. Combine. Oh, I was hoping for a sky beam.
And now to return to our proper timeline and erase this mess.
Oh my God, are we about to go before all of this? Do it again. This is very Bill and Ted-esque right now.
Beethoven just being an absolute master at Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, it's like him going to the freaking synth room or whatever in Bill and Ted and like jamming out. It was the coolest thing ever.
What's gonna happen to Mr. Peabody?
Don't you know what happens to dogs that bite?
She's gonna kill him.
You know, I made the joke about dogs getting got in every movie that they're in, so...
I mean, he died earlier. Not really, but you know.
Mr. Peabody gets lethal injection.
Electric chair.
Lethal Injection is so much funnier because it's so dark and modern.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Oh my God, it's George! Is he going to give him a presidential pardon?
I hereby award Mr. Peabody a presidential pardon. I've done worse.
Is that Bill Clinton?
Ew, why would you want Bill Clinton there?
Why is he in the past? What? Huh? He's not dead.
Yeah, I forget that Bill Clinton's alive, and then he comes out and is like, whoa, ew. He's alive. It's not as bad as Jimmy Carter.
Bill Clinton looks like that wax figure of Squidward that got sat on by Patrick.
There it is.
This needs to be like blurred out for gore. What the hell?
Man is liver patch the human.
Sherman, I need to reprogram the Wabac.
All right, Mr. Peabody.
That means you have to drive.
But I'm not 16 yet.
The NYPD down there is like, guys, you don't have a license. Oh my God.
You got a license for that orb?
Do you have a license for that ball?
I'll be there.
But Brendan is mine.
Brendan is mine!
I love you, Sherman.
I have a deep regard for you as well, Mr. Peabody. I hate that I remember random lines from this movie.
I love that.
That was sick.
That was good. Hey guys, I didn't hate a movie, so shut up. There's not a sequel. There's just like a TV show, and that's sad.
Slightly forgotten at this point, but like,
Let's change that. All of you, go watch it right now.
you want to see more good movies? There's a playlist of them.
Good movie. Have a day.